Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us. You're here with Goran and Kirk from PickDawgz. Jack will join us for the rest of the videos. As far as this one go, we still have his free picks, so you'll be getting that as well. And if I'm not mistaken, Kirk, I believe you have some teasers for our viewers for some other games that we haven't covered.
Yeah, I'm gonna tease him a little bit. I'm gonna give him some tips.
All right, then. But just tips, not a whole thing, right?
Not a whole thing.
I'm just joking around, guys. Thank you for joining us. The rest of the free picks are up on the PickDawgz YouTube channel, guys. And as far as our premium picks go, you can find them all up on the pickdawgz.com website or simply by clicking the links in the description of this video. Now, let's get the show on the road. Kirk, we have Roma and Bilbao facing off. Roma plus 125 favorites at home, Bilbao plus 220 on the road. I think the game is going to be a little bit closer than the odds might suggest. Bilbao coming off of a loss to Atletico Madrid 1-0 on the road, while Roma was able to beat Como 2-1 at home, and this is actually their third win in a row at home. Do you think they extend this to 4 games?
Yeah, Roma are playing well, but I don't know. It's two very defensive teams that usually I would be all over the under, but something here doesn't seem right. Bilbao didn't score in their last game. They should have scored two or three times. If you look at the highlights of that game, they just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Roma, they've been scoring a lot as well, so I'm going contrary to pretty much everything I say here. I'm going to go with the over at plus money in this game. Uh, I've been pretty wrong on the unders in the Champions League with that Arsenal game and the Bruges game. So I'm gonna just take a shot here at I think this is probably the toughest game for me to cap on this slate. I like some of my teasers or tips, not the holes, a little bit better. So yeah, I have more strong opinions on those games, but for me, I'm just gonna take the over here.
Yeah, you know what? I think that if the books were actually leaning towards the under in this game, it would be around plus 150 for the over or something like that. But right now it's plus 118, which is definitely a very good price for a pick that could hit quite easily because they're always conceding goals. They just are not that solid defensively. And Bilbao not to score in 2 games in a row, I think that would be something special. I'm gonna go with the draw in this one, plus 220. Just feels like maybe I don't know 2-2 game, maybe 2-1 if either side is lucky. But I'm leaning towards the draw more than to either side. Jack has Roma on the money line at plus 135. I would say that's it for this game, Kirk. So let's go with your teasers.
Yeah, Pilsen Lazio. Pilsen hugely undervalued in this game. Lazio should not be minus 110 favorites on the road. Pilsen is a very good team, especially at home. Sleeper team. I could see them beating Lazio in this tie. Um, so Pilsen double chance for me in that game. If you have any comments on that game, go for it.
No, I actually do like Plzen in this instance. Lazio, yes, they did get a win in their last game, but they are not that great defensively on the road. And Plzen, like you said, definitely the best team in Czech Republic, and they're playing well right now. So, yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah, let's cover. We got Bodo against Olympiacos. That's one personally I find tough. I'd say Olympiacos is the better team, but Bodo's plus 120 at home. There, I'll probably look at Olympiacos to qualify at minus 120. Bodo's minus 102. I don't love anything in this first matchup. Maybe both teams to score. Both teams to score minus 164. A little too juiced for me, but Olympiacos to qualify right now, I think is a good price to get it at minus 120. I wouldn't be surprised if they get at least 1 point out of this game or a draw. I guess the points don't matter. So, and then they go home. They're going to be heavily favored. So, if you want to bet this tie, I'd bet Olympiacos right now. I don't know if you have anything here.
I would take the over 2.5 in this game at minus 120. Uh, Olympiacos is scoring a lot right now, and so does Bodo as well. Plus, they haven't had a competitive game because their league hasn't started just yet. So there could be some issues with their defense as well. So I would go with the over in this game.
Yeah. for the last game here, we have FCSB versus Lyon. I think this like the Inter Feyenoord tie on paper is probably the most lopsided in the Europa League from the start. Obviously, Arsenal got lopsided 20 minutes in, but on paper, I'd say this is the most lopsided. Lyon at minus 130 on the road. I mean, that's kind of where I just have to put my money here.
Yeah, I don't know. This seems like another game where I would take goals. Lyon is now on a 5-game streak with the overs. Even both teams have scored in like a bunch of those 5 games, like I think three or something like that. And once again, we're getting the over at minus 120. So if anything, I would lean rather towards the over than the side, either side for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
You got
You
anything
got
else?
there you go. You got four games in one game, 6 minutes in and out. Like like I don't have a good analogy. That's not inappropriate. So let's just keep it at that. Let's just keep it like that. In and out.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for joining us. Good luck with all of your bets, and we'll see you soon with more free picks.